did you get to?
Makari Whitaker has always had a passion for fashion.
My name is Makari Whitaker. So I am big on fashion. That started in 7th, 8th grade. So I went to this middle school. It was a pretty ghetto middle school. I wouldn't necessarily say ghetto, but there was a lot of fights and stuff like that. But besides the fights, people like to dress up, you know, and I got into Jordans and polo. Actually, polo is Ralph Lauren. I used to be called Polo Boy in school because that was all I wore.
This past fall, he started his own clothing company called No Groupies Allowed. The inspiration for the name No Groupies Allowed came from the time he spends with his friends on the basketball team.
Okay, so I got involved with the basketball team my freshman year. I'm on the scout team for the women's basketball team, and I'm a camp coach for the men's basketball team. So I just got really close to them, became friends with them, and you know, we just hang out all the time now. So yeah. I was hanging with the basketball team. It was all the basketball players and just me. It was about 5 basketball players and it was a group of females around and males as well. But the females in particular, they thought I was spoiling the team. So they tried to flirt with me and everything like that. And then once I told them, like, you know, I'm not on the team, they were like, kind of like, I wouldn't necessarily say like, ew, like, why are you here kind of thing. So that kind of made me like, okay, so you're pretty much just here because they're basketball players and you know they are one day going to be in the NBA and you know they're going to have money. So that's what you see. You see the dollars.
COVID-19 hasn't affected Makari all that much since he does everything from home.
COVID did not affect me as much. At the beginning, it did just because I didn't have a website up. I dropped some shirts, didn't have a website going. So a lot of people were like, you know, well, I want you to drop it off, but you know, COVID is going on. So, you know, I had to do a lot of mailing and stuff like that. So max about 3-4 shirts.
He designs everything himself, and he hopes to grow the brand as much as possible.
Design. And yeah, I go to the guy, he gives me a price, and boom, I pay for it. It's just pretty easy. But for my hoodies, I want embroidery this time. So I am going through a place in Houston.
He's had 2 major launches so far, and he hopes to launch his sweatshirts and hoodies sometime this month.
So, you know, a lot of people like my shirt. They sold a lot, actually. I bought 50. I think I got about 8 left. So, you know.
He's happy with his success so far, but hopes to grow more in the future. Until next time, I'm Ella Cunningham.